What's going on, guys? We are back testing out the new laptop I got from a thrift store. I downloaded OBS last live stream. I was just streaming from the YouTube web browser, but now I'm streaming through OBS. I don't know if I got everything set up right. It's kind of hard to do with just one screen, having like two monitors. Uh, but I think I got everything set up, maybe. So if you are watching this, and if you can hear what I'm saying, feel free to let me know in the comment section. Let me know how it sounds. Let me know how it looks. I know the lighting's probably not that great because, yeah, this camera also, I think it only goes in 1080p, but you know, what is what it is. We're just kind of testing things out. I got Steam up in the side there. I'm trying to figure out how I turn on the chat. There we go, chat. Okay, my chat's back. Okay, so let me just pop this. Hey, Brentley, how you doing, man? Sorry I didn't see you. I got a... There we go. There we go. Okay, I think I can just go over. Good. Okay, so I got Steam up. And I got... This is really hard to do on a single screen. But how you doing, Brentley? I bought a laptop today from a thrift store. I'm trying to test it out here. I'm trying to do it with touchscreen. I'm having some issues because I'm not really good at using the touchscreen. But I think I got it maybe worked out. Doing good. Nice, nice. Let me see if I could pop the chat out. Can I pop this out? I'm trying to see if I could pop the chat. Pop chat. I want live chat. But you play any new games lately, Brentley? Looking at the games we got here on the Steam store. Trying to see what we got. I'm bad at multitasking, guys. I'm trying to get the chat to pop up. I make this pop up. That, oops, what did I do? What did I do, guys? Oh my god. Okay, there we go. I mean, do I play Fortnite? Maria? I do play Fortnite. Yes, I do. I do play Fortnite. I don't have it installed on my laptop, but I was playing Skyrim earlier. Oh, what did I just do? Oops. How did I even scroll in like that? Okay. Let's see here. How do I scroll over on? Oh, here we go. Okay, guys, can you see what I'm looking at right now? Can you see me scrolling on Steam? Like I'm moving around on Steam. I'm going to my wish list. Can you guys see that? Okay. Yeah, I'm used to having two monitors and streaming from a laptop. I mean, from a desktop. So it's a little bit it's a little harder to do when you have one screen because you can't like have the chat on one side and have the gameplay and stuff on the other. So I just have to have like all these windows open. But I think we're working here. Okay, so let me just click on this. There we go. Okay, so here we go. I got to my got my games right here in my wish list. We're kind of just looking through here. The Last Campfire, I've been wanting to get that for a while, but haven't bit the bullet yet. I need to get back into Fortnite though. I need to install the new update. It's been a while since I played it. I don't know if it would run on this laptop, maybe. Maybe it would, maybe it wouldn't. Smalland, this actually looks pretty fun as well. Open world survival game, base building, online co-op, multiplayer survival. Also play single. Alright guys, I think I'm back. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know what I hit. I hit something by accident. Okay, we're good? Okay, we're back. I don't know what I hit, but
to Expanse,
here's Small Lands.
the wilds with another not so small update. We've added new customization tools so you can make your campsite even more unique.
You can have campsites,
building parts to give your home some natural light, or the handy paintbrush tool to add
build
color
your
to
own
your
base.
buildings. We love seeing how creative the community can get with the customization options. From witchy layers to cozy cabins, you can.
So it's kind of like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that movie. I played Tekken a long time ago, back on the PlayStation 1. I have Soul Calibur. I was more of a Soul Calibur guy in Tekken. I don't know, this game looks kind of fun. So that's in my wish list. Okay, what else we got? And is this your first time watching, man? Because is this your first time on my channel? Maria, first time on my channel. Also, who else was here? Yeah, somebody else popped in. Where is it? Brentley. Is Brentley still here? I don't know if I have a favorite game. I have a hard time picking favorites. I like a lot of different things. Fortnite's probably my favorite online, like, multiplayer game. But I only play zero build. Good to my what I was on my wish list. We got to feature, do we? Okay, what else we got here? Go to special. Specials. I did want to. If I can open this. I don't know if you guys can see, but what's it? Undead Nights. Dead Nightmare. Want the review for it. For it. Okay, there we go. Go back over video review. Thinking about getting this on Xbox One. Dead Nightmare. Sound.
Red Dead Redemption already has a bunch of downloadable add-on packs, but Undead Nightmare is something special. Whereas the other DLC added stuff like new multiplayer modes and weapons, this one adds zombies. Yes,
Zombies.
zombies. It's an old gaming rule that either zombies or jetpacks make everything better. Since we don't have cowboy jetpacks yet, let's see how the zombies do.
Jack, be kind to your mother. Abigail, teach the boy right from wrong. Both of you. Stop biting chunks out of people. Be back as soon as I can.
For $10, you'll get a massive experience. Rockstar has pulled out all the stops, adding in a new single-player storyline that lasts around 6 hours, new weapons, new challenges, new treasures, new outfits, new
Nice.
achievements, and a new multiplayer mode. Yeah, that's a lot of new. The general setup is that a zombie infection is spreading, and it's
Yeah, I might try getting that. Maybe. It depends. Like if people become channel members and donate every month, like if you got, speaking of which, if you guys want to become channel members and help support the channel, you can hit the join button, and for $5 a month you can help support the channel, get perks. When I play Fortnite and stuff, you get a chance to play with me. So like stuff like that. But I get like a little bit of money from like advertisements, like commercials and stuff. Hardly any. It's like maybe a penny. Maybe like a couple pennies per live stream when a commercial plays. So not very much from commercials. But yeah. You guys want to help support the channel, like becoming a member on the channel, that's the best way to do it. YouTube still takes a percentage out of that, but that's the best way to support me. Yeah, one of the perks of being a channel member is playing alongside me when I'm playing like Fortnite online with subscribers. That's one of the perks. Is you get priority over everybody else. Sometimes I do members only live streams, that type of thing. Members only let's plays. Members behind the scenes videos, stuff like that. That's one of the perks. So if anybody watching wants to become a channel member, you can hit the join button. I don't have Fortnite installed on my laptop. I'm testing out a new laptop right now. I don't have it installed on this computer. I'm not even sure if it can run on this particular computer. I have it on my other computer though. But yeah, I do like playing Fortnite. I just haven't I haven't played it in a while. Need to update it. I need to update it, that's for sure. Did. Did somebody new pop in? G-Dog, what up, man? Thought somebody new popped in. G-Dog's been here before, so he's technically not new, but he's new to this live stream. How you doing, G-Dog? How you doing, man? How you doing? How you doing? Just testing out new laptop that I got from the thrift store today. Doing pretty good. Kind of browsing the sales. See what's on sale. Excuse me. Trying to find some good deals. How you doing, man? Yeah, so I'm in my living room right now. I'm sitting in my recliner. That's why the background is different, because I'm streaming from the laptop I bought today from the thrift store. The Lenovo Legion came out in 2017. You know, a little bit older, but it's got like an i7 processor in 7th generation. got a GTX 1060. So back in the day, back when this was like brand new, it was like an $800 laptop back in 20. I ended up getting it for like $50. Had to reinstall Windows and everything because it had like a password on. But yeah, now I'm kind of just testing it out. I was playing some Skyrim earlier. I had my S4 controller plugged in, playing that. Then I tried streaming from the YouTube website. I did a little bit like a 20 stream from that. And then I installed OBS, which is the streaming software I use. But yeah, we just chilling. Just looking for some deals. Batteries. Let me see. Look. So I got 43 minutes. The battery. If I continue to live stream everything I'm doing right now, this is gonna stay on for 43 more. Kind of fluctuates depending. Excuse me. God Forsaken. Is that like a top-down roguelike? Yes, it is. It is down rogue. Side stupid. Like a Vampire Survivors. Character and then like a Vampire Survivors. Getting any new games lately, man? I already have that.
106.
Already got that game. Rotato. Rotato any good? Yo, Saints Row the Third. This is a really good one, guys. This is like my favorite Saints that I played. Only $2.50 right now. Steal, 5%. Even at $10, that's a good price. I really like Saints Row. It's kind of a goof. I like it better than Auto. Soul Calibur 6 is also. Woke up at 6:50 this morning, run 8 miles. Dang, 8 miles. That's a lot. That's a lot, man. Also 6:50. Is it cold? What state do you live in, man? I live in Idaho, and it's pretty cold in the morning. When the sun's not up that early, that's got to be chilly. Doesn't sound fun. Hit of God. This.
It's up to John Marston.
Like just up. Where'd Steam go? At South Carolina. What did I clicked on it. Hit of Goblin. Is this? They could. There's an online horror club. Grab the Goblin King. Goblins would go a road. Would you go? Huh. Can you play single player? There is a single player. Okay. in early access. Got decent reviews. Huh. This actually looks kind of decent. Add that to my. Only 99 cents right now. If I get it with this little 71 cents, because I guess I already own Sulfur. That's another good game. But because I have this, if I buy the bundle instead, I get a discount. Instead of it being 90 cents, I get it. I'll throw that in my cart so I don't forget it. But Pit of Goblin. You live in South. Is it cold in the morning? South Carolina? I've never been there. Also, oh, G Dog's been here. G Dog's been here. Oh, and Bugatti. All right. How do you pronounce your name? Bill Guti? Bill? How you doing, Bill? I didn't see you up there, man. You popped in, and I didn't see you pop in, man. How you doing, Bill? Is it Bill Guti? I'm just gonna call you Bill. How you doing, Bill? Sorry I didn't see you. Again, guys, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the. How did that go away? Where'd it go? You guys see name on this? Looks like a blank page. If I can read it. If I go hunting, never been hunting. Never been. My screen disappeared. Are you just seeing like a black screen underneath? Black screen. Oh, it was on. Did it just go back up and the black screen? They only have 19 minutes. And it's still a black screen. I don't know. What the deal is, guys. Yes, I'm sitting in my recliner. Yeah, there was some music playing, but it was not showing the going. Oh. Nope. The batteries. It's not showing it. Background. A cool picture. Images got here. Got cool. Nice little background. Right. That kind of looks cool. Kind of nice. Boom. All right, you guys still here? Are you guys still- It's a little bit. Not the comfiest. Also, guys, if you want to help support the channel, you can hit the join button. Channel members. But you don't have to if you can't afford it. Don't worry about it. Let me see. But shout out to all the people who have hit the join button. I appreciate you guys for that. I need to take a screenshot of all those people so I can like put it on my put it on the background. Nice background. Yeah. It was just a Google image I found. Just a random Google. I just typed in gaming backgrounds. Found it. What's your largest stream? Like the most amount of people I've had watching. I was like streaming some news stuff. Like I was watching some stuff on the news, like a live stream of the news, and I was just kind of like commentating, reacting to it. Maybe I had like maybe 400 people watching at once or something. I think I got a total of like 27,000 views. For some reason, when I watch the news, I get a lot of views. I don't know why. I think there was like around 400, 400 or 500 people watching at once. When I do gaming stuff, I don't get as many views. Yeah, it was it was that one. Israel versus Iran. But YouTube's weird because like sometimes you'll get a lot of good numbers, but then it just like throttles your sometimes, and I don't know why. Maybe they thought I was watching too much of someone else's content, so they like throttled it because of copyright stuff. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure. Excuse me. So I'm looking up mining mechs, which is kind of reminds me of a game I used to play on the Xbox 360 called like Dig Deep or something. Miner Dig Deep. It was like an Xbox indie game. I'm not really big into football. Like my favorite football team is probably the Rams, like the St. Louis Rams. Just because that's my dad's favorite team. He likes them because they're kind of like underdogs. They don't really win that much. And like with baseball, my favorite team is the Chicago Cubs. I believe the World Series is actually going on right now. It's like game number 2. It's like the Dodgers and the Blue Jays or something, like the Canadian Blue Jays. Something like that. I think it might still be on. There's like a lot of games. How you doing, Thunder Ducky? You been watching the World Series? Trying out my new laptop that I got today from a thrift store. Came out in 2017. So it's a little bit older. How many years ago was that? 17? So it's like 8 years old. 8-year-old laptop. Still got decent specs though. Was back on guard duty for the week. Oh, nice. How's that been going, man? I really need to plug in my computer. 25 minutes left before it dies. Yeah, so this laptop's like 8 years old, but it's got an i7 7th generation processor. And it does have a dedicated graphics card. It's a GTX 1060, which is better than my other gaming laptop that I had, which I bought from Walmart. It was like a display model. That has a 1050 in it. Almost got a PC tower from a thrift shop today. They told me if it went up in flames, they don't have a return policy. Oh crap. Was it like Goodwill or like a pawn shop? They don't have a return policy. That sucks. What kind of specs did it have, man? I almost bought I almost bought a desktop a while ago. It was from a pawn shop, a local pawn shop here. It was gonna cost like it's like $700. It had some good stuff in it. But I ended up not getting it because I was like late to a movie. And I was like, oh, well, if I'll be like, I'll come back later. I'll come back tomorrow. And then I thought about it and I'm like, do I really need a laptop? I mean, a desktop that's that expensive? Because it wasn't that like big of an upgrade from the one I had. And instead what I did is I just set up a 2-computer setup instead of trying to do everything from my 1 computer. And that seems to work a lot better. So instead of like buying a whole new computer, I just plugged in one of my older desktops and now I do the dual streaming with 2 computers. So I saved myself a little bit of money. And then when this laptop, even though it's 8 years old, it seems to be working pretty well. I was playing some Skyrim earlier, so it can play games, not like I don't think you can play like any new games. And I really have to like crank down the settings probably. But for like surfing the web and stuff, and that's what I'm streaming off of right now. That's why the background's a little bit different, but I'm streaming from it. So I can do some like light streaming with it. And some like light gaming. But it was only $50, so I'm like, hey, bucks. It also has JBL speakers. It's got some nice speakers. It looks pretty cool. It's a pretty heavy laptop. Like this thing is pretty beefy. But back in 2017, this was like an $800 laptop, I believe. Might have been more than that actually. It's just harder to play, ain't it? Yeah. Yeah, like when I was playing Skyrim, I tried doing it with the keyboard and like trackpad. It was like impossible. So I plugged in my PlayStation 4 controller in the USB port. And that was like way easier. So if you're playing on a laptop, I highly recommend either putting in like using like a USB external mouse and keyboard, or just plug in a controller. It's way easier to use on a controller. Because if you try playing it from the from like the built-in keyboard and mouse, you're gonna fail. Like at the very least, plug in a mouse. Because it's very hard to do gaming. You tried playing with the trackpad? Yeah, I tried playing with the trackpad. Bad idea. Yeah, the PC Tower was itself an and a monitor for 160. Huh. You know, like what kind of processor and stuff it had? Like what brand was it? I priced some computers today at my thrift store. Some like kind of lower end laptops, like really, really, really old laptops, a couple Chromebooks, some like old iPads, some like older desktop computers, but these were like the really kind of thin ones made for like an office. So they didn't have like a dedicated graphics card. They were like older, like the Dells. Pretty old. They were like running Windows 7. Not familiar with processors. All I know is it had some AMD in it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, 160 bucks. Sometimes you can get lucky, but I don't know. It's kind of a risk buying one from a thrift store, especially if there's no return policy. Yeah. So, what happened to your older tower? Like, did does it just not turn on anymore, or because it could be a issue with your power supply if it's not turning on anymore. That could be the power supply. Drive's damaged, won't connect to the internet, and some other thing. Does it have like a built-in Wi-Fi card, or do you have to have like a USB kind of like antenna thing hook up? One of my computers, one of my desktop ones, has a built-in Wi-Fi card, so I can just like plug it in, plug it in, syncs up. But some of my other desktops, I have to like plug in a USB dongle thing, hook up. Excuse me. It has Wi-Fi built in, wouldn't work with the Ethernet cable either, huh? Range. Like a Wi-Fi stick would have. Maybe. Let me see. Let me look this up. Is the internal Wi-Fi linked with the Ethernet on computer? No, internal Wi-Fi and Ethernet are two separate network connections, but they can both be linked. Separate interfaces. Wi-Fi and Ethernet are different hardware interfaces that can each work while connection. I don't know. Then Wi-Fi. So did you stream did you play games on your computer and stream from the computer, or were you just using the computer to like stream OBS and then you had like a capture card plugged? Facebook Marketplace. And I mean, sometimes it's hit and miss with Facebook Market. But are you trying to use the computer to stream OBS from my Xbox? Okay. I get you. I get you. Do you know what kind of graphics card you had in your the desktop that broke? Did it have a dedicated graphics card? They did put a thumbnail of Skyrim on. Because if I go to Facebook, a lot of people try to scam. Battery's running low. A lot of people try to scam you on Facebook. They're like, gaming computer. It's not a gaming. They just say it's a gaming computer because it has like lights or something. Not. Old HP Pavilion Tower. That's the best I got. Not big in sense. Let me see if I can plug this in. One of the things I don't like about this laptop is the charging port is on the opposite side. Like normally I feel like the charging port is on the right side of the computer. But this charging port, it's on the left side. So I have to like run the cable across my lap to plug it in because I don't know. Unless the outlet I guess was on the left side. But on other computers, laptops of mine, charger port yours usually is on the left side. So that's one thing I don't like about this computer. That's like the only downside at the moment. It's not too great. It's also kind of heavy, but it's like a gaming laptop, so I guess it makes sense. Okay, so I plugged it in. Hopefully it doesn't die on me. My tower is starting not too good. I have connected the internet times while playing. I mean, nothing lasts forever. It happens. But if I go to Facebook, I just go to like some marketplace. Let me look on the market. Sometimes people won't try to rip you off. A lot of times people do that. They're like, here's a gaming computer. It's got nice LED lights, but it actually sucks. Like here's somebody selling one on Facebook Marketplace for $100. It says I built a custom. Oh no, I built custom computers when it. No, this guy's not even. No, he's not selling it. He's trying to sell his business. He says he builds computers, but he's not actually selling one for $100. Okay, let me type in computer. Gaming PC. Gaming PC. And let me see what pops up. Okay, so one for 600, 500. 260 gaming PC with steering. They say it's a gaming piece. Okay, well, what does it have in it? It says he's looking for a trade. PS5. Yeah, I don't think so, buddy. I think you're trying to rip me off, bro. Not that I meant. He doesn't even have pictures of the specs. Bro. Doesn't have any pictures of the specs. $1,200 gaming. Dang, bro. $700. What do people think you're gonna spend that much money? $150. What does this one have? Condition, I don't know much about the specs. Just want it gone. Okay. Looks pretty dusty. Looks like it has 2 sticks of RAM, 500-watt power supply. Doesn't have a dedicated graphics card. So it's not gonna get you very far. Jivis, dude, how you been, man? I haven't seen you in forever, bro. Every time I pop on, I'm like, has anybody seen Jeebus? Gone off the grid. Have a guy I'm meeting at a McDonald's on payday. Should be getting 30 plus Xbox games. Oh, nice. Nice. How you been, Jeebus? Hey, Ben, man. How you been? It never notifies me when I'm. Yeah, I know. I don't know why. A lot of people have been saying that. Maybe try turning off notifications. Like hit the bell, like turn them off, and then maybe click the bell again and turn them on. I think if you click the bell and hit get all notifications, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know why it's not sending out notifications like it's supposed to. But 30 plus Xbox games, Xbox 360. And we talked about Trump. I'm convinced we are being. Oh yeah, probably. Yeah, I'm probably shadow banned. They're probably throttling my my stuff. You have a new girlfriend now. So wait, is this girlfriend an even newer girlfriend than the one you had before? Because I remember Miss Nightmare said you got a girlfriend, and then you went on a vacation. So is this like a new girlfriend, or is that the same girlfriend you had before? So is this like a new girlfriend? I was like, yeah, I was like, I haven't seen Jeebus because I think he got a girlfriend. Once people get a girlfriend, they just disappear. Because then they get a life and they're just like, yeah, we're not watching streamers anymore. We got a life now. New, nice. Well, hopefully it's working out for you, man. I haven't how much working overnight security, Firewatch at my local nice. My brother, he's applying. Well, he applied for a job at UPS. Starts his call it when you first start, like a rundown of what you're supposed to be doing. Get the name of it. What is it called? Orientation. He starts his orientation on Wednesday, I think, but it's paying like $21 an hour. $21 an hour. So I told him, I'm like, you go, you scope it out, you see how you like it, you learn all the ropes, and then I might come work there too, part time. Like I'll keep my job at the thrift store, and then I'll work there because he's gonna keep his job at Walmart, and then he's gonna work from like 2 to 9:30 every day, and then from 10 to like 3 a.m. over at UPS. It's like 4 or 5 hours. But $21 an hour. Like I'm making $16 as the lead at my job. $21 an hour. That's making bank, man. But it's a lot of hard work too, though, because you're like constantly loading trucks, unloading trucks, sorting packages and stuff. Not a bad gig, lots of hours if you drive, but they start if you have yeah. He doesn't mind package handling though, because he does a lot of that at Walmart. He actually likes unloading the trucks at Walmart and stuff. That's his favorite thing to do. So it's just like more of that type of thing. And I don't like mind unloading and sorting and stuff like that. That's what I do at my job basically. Yeah, this one I get along with way better than my other girlfriends. Well, that's good. Yeah, I haven't talked to my girl in like a month. Still waiting to hear back from her. Because she does this thing. Well, the last conversation we had, she was just like feeling really overwhelmed by like work and stuff. And what she does a lot of times is she just like kind of, in order to cope with the stress, she has to like go off grid sometimes. Because it's just a lot. So she'll like disappear for like a month or so, and then she'll pop back in when she's ready. And it used to bother me. I mean, it still kind of bothers me because like it's hard not to talk to the person you're in love with. But I mean, everybody has to deal with things in their own way. And she just has like a lot of baggage from like her childhood and stuff that she's trying to work through. So when she needs to like have space, I just try to give it to her, and then she pops in when ready. But yeah, I haven't heard from her in like a month, like over a month. So that's kind of stressful because she was like super stressed, and I like want to help out, but then she kind of just disappeared on me. He always pops back up, but yeah. So I'm trying not to like worry about it because like I can't really control it. But yeah, it happens. It happens every so often. But she hadn't like the last time I talked to her, she hadn't slept in like 3 days, and she was like just super stressed out. And her dad actually texted me from her phone and was like, "We're gonna try to help her get some sleep because she just hadn't slept in 3 days, and she's been like stressed about work and stuff." So, and I also believe she was planning on visiting her friend in California for Halloween. So she might be in California with her friend right now, just kind of like doing their thing, trying to like stay off the social networks and stuff like that, trying to like unwind like a mini vacation. So I think she might be hanging out with her friend, which good. But I know she'll like reach out when she's ready. But yeah. But like before she disappeared on me, we're like gonna go to church. She invited me to go to church, and then it didn't work out because she hadn't slept in 3 days. I'm hoping when she gets back in contact with me, we can like start going to church and stuff, because I think that would be a really good thing. So we'll see what happens. But I'm glad to hear that things are going well with your girlfriend, man. And yeah, the package handling at UPS, that's like a lot of money. $21. I mean, I'm making 16 right now. $21. That's like it's pretty good. So I told him, if you get down there and you like it, and you learn how to do everything, I might come and work part time with you. Because I could use the money. I mean he'll be making like an extra like 1,500 $1,700 a month just from doing that. Stephanie, how you doing, Stephanie? Long time no see, Stephanie. How you been? How you been? How you been? Doing good. Very nice. Very nice. Glad to hear it. Now, Stephanie, is this actually you, or is this like your son on your account? I feel like a lot of times people's kids, they just use their parents' account. So I feel like, son, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. It's really hard. We're being a target. All that. Yeah, yeah. I didn't even know they had like security guards at Target. I mean, I guess that makes sense because it's like a big business and stuff. But yeah, I guess that makes sense. So Thunder Ducky, what do you have to like watch? You like have to sit in front of a bunch of like screens and like watch cameras, or do you just like constantly have to like parole, like walk around the store inside or walk around the store outside, or is it like a combination of everything? You mainly just like sit in a room with a bunch of cameras, and then like if something happens, you call the cops, type of thing. Like being at a Five Nights at Freddy's hunt for yeah, yeah, yeah. I work through a private security company doing fire watch at the moment. I have a patrol. Got to patrol the inside. Nice. Patrol the inside. Very nice. Very nice. Apparently with UPS, it's like super, like the hiring process is super quick. Like you apply for it. If there's like an opening, you go to the website, you apply for it. They ask you some questions. They don't even ask for like previous job history. They just like ask for like your age, your social, all that. And like within 10 minutes they decide if they want you or not. And then there's like, okay, your start date is this. It's like quick. I think the turnover rate's probably pretty high. So they figure like if we hire the wrong guy, he's not gonna last anyway. So we're not gonna like worry about all this crap. I think maybe they do a background check or something, but good wrong. Won't do any good against a ghost. It's crazy how fast this month has gone by. Like it doesn't even feel like October. Like this month has gone by really quick. Like it's almost Halloween. It's insane. UPS is quick for the time of the year, Christmas time, season. Yeah, yeah. And there's I think they pay like you get like overtime on holidays and stuff. I think maybe anything over 5 hours a day is considered overtime, or anything over your schedule shift is overtime. Whereas like my job, anything over 40 hours is considered overtime. But at like UPS, if it's over like if you're scheduled for 4 hours, anything over 4 hours, that's considered overtime. So it's kind of different. It's 12:03 a.m. for you. Yeah, it's 11:04 for me. But Jeebus, you should tell your girlfriend to subscribe to my channel, so she can watch and hang out with us all. No, I don't want to scare her away. Maybe that would be a bad idea. Be like she watches one of my streams, and the next thing you know, like, Jeebus, you have a bad taste in streamers, so I'm gonna have to dump you forever. So maybe that would be a bad idea. We have the same time. I think I'm an hour ahead of you, Stephanie. But yeah, this laptop seems to be working pretty decent. I mean, it's 8 years old, but it's faster than my Chromebook. Chromebooks suck, guys. Chromebooks are just like for surfing the web, and that's literally it. That's literally all they're good for. But back in the day, it was like a pretty expensive laptop back in 2017. It's 11:05 p.m. 11:05 p.m. I priced a lot of game consoles today. I priced a couple Wii's. I priced like 2 PlayStation 4s. I priced a PlayStation 4 Pro, a white one. Got a bunch of PlayStation 2s. Bunch of laptops. I was basically pricing electronics all day today. Bunch of laptops, Chromebooks. Sold the PlayStation 1 the other day. Oh yeah, pricing Xbox One original, like the fat ones, but it didn't have a power cord, so I only went $35 on it. We haven't got a PS5 yet. We got some PS5 controllers, which I think I priced way too cheap. Those already sold. I think I put like 25. No, I think I put like $33 each on them, and they just flew out the door. Probably should have priced them a lot higher, but. Oh, you just bought a PS5 Pro not too long. Oh, nice. How you liking that? Yeah, I got a PlayStation 4 not too long ago. My brother gave me one for Christmas. It's like a camouflage version. And then like a couple weeks ago, I read an article that said, I think next year, they're phasing out the online for PlayStation 4. It's like I always get the console right when they're like killing it. Right when like the servers and crap are going offline, that's like I always get it like 6 months before that happens. Like I'm just gonna wait forever till the price drops, and then I get it for like dirt cheap. And it's like, yeah, we're killing the online service. I'm like, well, that sucks. Got 2 PS5s, nice. I like it. I have several friends that have been wanting me to get one. Nice, yeah. My newest console would probably be the Xbox One and the PS4. I'm more of a PC guy. It's kind of pointless to get an Xbox these days because with Game Pass and everything, you can just play them all on computer. PlayStation, it still makes sense to get a PlayStation, I guess, because they have more like exclusive titles on PlayStation. So some of them do come to computer, but that's usually like a year after they come out. So $1,000. Oh, for 2. Yeah, they're like $500 each, right? See, I'd rather just upgrade my computer. Which I actually, okay. So I bought the CPU. I bought the processor, right? It's still sitting in the box, still in the Amazon box, because I can't. My brother hasn't had time to help me install it. So I might just have to look it up and like watch YouTube videos and tutorials and just have to do it myself. I feel like I'm going to probably have to do it myself. I'm going to have to like find my specific motherboard, go to the website, install the firmware, update the BIOS, put that on a USB stick, pop that in. I'm going to have to take out the processor, put in the new processor, reapply the thermal paste to the cooler, and then make sure it's all hooked up. I'm probably gonna have to do it myself because it's been like 2 months and it's still sitting in the box. I'm gonna be getting a PC soon, exclusive or dead on Xbox, so I'll be ditching my childhood console. Yeah, I mean, I like the older Xboxes, but like Xbox One and everything past Xbox 360 just no. I think the Xbox 360 was the best Xbox console ever. That was like Xbox at the height of its power. It was just like blowing PlayStation out of the water. Even with the Red Ring of Death, Xbox 360 was the best. Spent close to $1,000 for the PS5 Pro. Oh, nice. Got the Pro version. I had a PS4, but it broke down because it was not working. Agreed. 360 was good. Yeah. 360 was the best. Once they got the heating, like the overheating issues fixed, and like the Slim version came out with the bigger fan and stuff, it's perfect. Back on launch, I would have had the overheating issues and all that. It was bigger, bulky, had the big hard drive that you had to put on the top. But once they got the Slim version, that very rarely overheated. And it just had a lot of good games. The online worked great. It had like a streamlined store, and it had like an indie game store. The Xbox One came out, they just flopped that. They're like, you don't have to have CDs to play, or I don't know. It's like you can't buy physical games anymore or something. It's like we're switching to digital, but you still have to have the disc it's like you can't play used. Oh yeah, that was it. You can't play used games. Remember that? And then everyone was like upset about it because it had to and they ended up going back on that. They just totally botched the launch of the Xbox One. Totally botched it. Because they were like moving to digital. Though in hindsight, Microsoft was just looking way far ahead because now everybody's buying digital. Like nobody wants to buy physical copies anymore. Now it's all digital. Like everyone just wants digital. So Microsoft was like ahead of the game, but they just went about it in a really stupid way. We're just kind of ahead of its time, and they botched the marketing. Actually, I got Beowulf and the original Prey today for 360. Yeah, dude. The 360 was the best. The Prey for the 360, that's a really good game. I really liked that game. I think that's one of the few games I actually beat. I believe that's also on Steam. Then the new Prey came out. I also own that. I haven't played it yet. But back when they announced Prey 2, and they had that really cool CGI trailer for it, that was cool. But then that one got scrapped. We never got to see what happened with that one. And then the new one came out, which had nothing to do with the original. But I was really hoping for Prey 2 that would actually come out, but it didn't. And then Beowulf, I never played the Beowulf game. I saw some gameplay of it. Looked kind of cool. I need to get caught up on the Doom games. I have like 3 of them, 3 of the new ones, and I still haven't beat the first one. I have Prey, and it was a really good game. Yeah, so there was the original Prey, which came out on the 360. That was fun. Even today, like, it just has a really cool art style. I think it was built on the Quake engine or the Doom engine, but just a really cool art style, really cool mechanics and stuff. It's a really good game. The new one came out. I haven't played that. I also heard good things about it, but I haven't played it yet. I got it for like $2. I don't play on Xbox, so I'm probably not going to know what you're talking about. I think the new Prey came out on PlayStation as well. I don't know. I also need to put in my new graphics card. So I got a desktop a while back from a thrift store. Turns out the graphics card in that desktop is better than the graphics card I'm currently using. So I need to take that graphics card out and put it into my main gaming computer. There's just a lot I need to do with that. There's a lot I need to do to upgrade it. I just haven't had the time or really known how to do it. I've swapped out a graphics card once or twice before, but because I have so many cables plugged into my gaming setup, like because I have two computers and there's like a billion cables running through like splitters and capture cards and mic cords and everything, webcams. I'm trying to like avoid doing it incrementally. I'd rather just do it all at once. That's why I've been waiting for my brother to help me install the processor, so when it's already out and open, I can put in the new graphics card, so I don't have to like plug in, plug out, plug in, plug out, everything. But I might have to do that. I don't know. I don't know. And once he gets his second job at UPS, he's probably going to have less time to help me. So I might just have to Google everything and learn how to do it myself. Because that might be the only way it's ever going to get done. Unfortunately. But yeah, maybe I'll try working at UPS part-time. If my brother ends up liking it, I might try that. Because I mean, $21 an hour. I'm only making 16 now. Well, 16.50, I think. So like working 4 hours at 21 an hour, plus you can get overtime during the holidays and stuff. They pretty much have unlimited overtime sometimes. It would be a night shift. It would be from like 10 p.m. to like 3 a.m. Which wouldn't give me a lot of time to sleep. That's the thing. If I get off at 3, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That'll give me like 6 hours to sleep. And then I have to wake up and work at my thrift store job and then do it again. So that's kind of a lot. Excuse me. Then I would still have to eat dinner. So that would be a little tough. I tried doing the 2-job thing with Walmart, and that was rough. And I got off every day there at like 11 p.m. So that might be tough, but maybe I can make it work. Like he did the math. If he's working at UPS for 3 months, he'll make like an extra $5,000. Like if he works there for 3 months, that's like $5K. 6 hours shouldn't be enough sleep. Are usually if you usually only get 4. It should be enough sleep if you usually only get 4. Yeah. I mean, sometimes I'm up till like 2 a.m. anyway, but I always regret it. But if I'm like throwing packages and stuff, you have to lift like up to 70 pounds. Plus my normal job at the thrift store, that's already really physical. I mean, I guess I could like get off work at 6 from my normal job at the thrift store, take a power nap. I guess I could eat dinner, take a nap, and then wake up at like 9:30, drive there, and then 10 to 3. It'd kind of be weird. I could still get, some sleep in there. Have a little bit of a break in between from like 6 to 9, 6, 7, 8, like 3 hours, 4 hours break. A little snooze, a little power nap. 2 lunches and it will count like a dinner, yeah. Thing is, it's not a super long shift. It's like so that's like what, 10? It's like a 5-hour shift. Sometimes if you finish early, they send you home early. If there's like not enough work, you go home early type thing. Or if they need you longer, you can stay longer, I think. My brother will have to see how that all kind of works. But 4 or 5 hours, 4.5 hours. You don't get a lunch. You get like a 10-minute break. At my current job, I usually go like 4 or 5 hours without a break or a lunch sometimes. But we'll see. He might get there and he might just hate it. He'll be like, you know what, Adam, don't even bother because this job sucks. If that's the case, I'll be like, okay. But if he goes there, he's like, actually, this isn't terrible. Maybe I'll give it a shot because I mean, I could use the money. $21 an hour. That'd be like the most I've ever made ever. The most I've currently made is like, I think at Walmart I was making like 17, maybe, when I left. I kind of took a pay cut after I left Walmart. I could have been making like 22 if I would have became a lead, but I said, I don't really want to be a lead, and then I quit. And then I became a lead at my job. So, yeah, making less money. So, But if I could make some more cheddar, I could help my girl pay off some more bills. Or put some money aside for like an emergency or something. But Whoopsie. So, Thunder Ducky, are you at Target right now? Like, are you at your job right now? Like, are you walking around Target? I think he said he was at his job, didn't he? Yeah, it's really weird being alone at Target. Yeah. I think Jeebus is, no, not G. Yeah. Thunder Ducky. He's walking around Target watching my stream. Most I've ever made was 45 an hour. Dang. That's nice. 45 an hour. In like 3 hours, you'd have made what I like make in a day. Actually, wait, let me do the math. Let me do the math on this. Whoop. Okay, so I make $16.50 an hour. So in an 8-hour day, I make $132 in an 8-hour day. $182. So if I divide that by like, so in 3 hours, you will have made what I made in 8 hours. Dang. And if I worked at UPS, 21 times 4, that's 84. 5, 6. So in like 6 hours at UPS, I would make what I make in 8 hours at my thrift store. And so if I'm making 100, we'll say 130 a day, right? 130 a day. And I work 5 days a week. Actually, wait. I think I make like probably 1,800 a month. I make like 1,800 a month. So if I was making 21, and if I worked like 18 hours a day or something, 18 hours a week, be like, we'll round it up to 400. 400 a week. Be like 1,600. We'll round it down to 1,500. So 1,500 plus, I think 1,800. If I was working 2 jobs, my thrift store job and UPS, I'd be bringing in like 3,300 a month before taxes. So that would help. Or I'll just become YouTube famous. I'll just go to Portland, Oregon. I'll just hop over to Portland, Oregon and film myself at the protests and become YouTube famous. 540 a day? Dang, man. That's some nice cheddar. I make that in like make that in like a week. In like a whole week. That's some good cheddar. But Jeebus, he paid his dues. Been working hard for a while. You don't just start making that overnight. Started from the bottom and now he's there. 1,500 a day. That's true. I mean, there's a lot of people that make a crap ton of money. Just depends on the job, I suppose. That's some good cheddar, though. But I did the math. I have I think it's like 26,000 left on my mortgage. I probably would have had that paid off by now if I hadn't been helping my girl out with her finances. But it is what it is. It is what it is. If I could do it all over again, I would still help my girl out. It's like pay off my house sooner or help out my girl. I'd help out my girl. I got a VR2, PS5, 2, and a Nintendo Switch, so it's $1,300. Nice. I got a Switch 1. I actually have 2 Nintendo Switches. I got the one you can dock, and then I got the handheld version. Nice. Yeah, $450 a day. That's not bad. Not too shabby. Just invest it all in Tesla. Triple your money. Quadruple. If Nintendo was smart, they would just put all of their games on Steam. No. If they were smart, they would make their own launcher, right, on computer. Make their own PC launcher, their own game store, whatever, just Nintendo. Put all their games on computer. Sell them that way. Instead of selling consoles and putting their game, no, just make your own store. Put it on computer, and you'd just be making bank. They'd be making so much money. They wouldn't even need consoles anymore. They just make their own game store because they could put it on Steam, but Steam takes like a 40% cut. So if they just made their own launcher, EA has its own launcher, Ubisoft has its own launcher, they all suck. But I get why they do it because they get to keep 100% of the profit because it's their own launcher. So if Nintendo did it, I feel like they could get away with it because, there's a lot of Nintendo games. Will they do that? I don't know. Maybe one day. When consoles are obsolete, maybe they'll do it. They always have that ace up their sleeve. They can be like, you know what? Nobody's buying consoles anymore, so we're just gonna put all of our games ever made on the PC, and they'd be printing money. They wouldn't have to worry about distribution anymore, about making copies or cartridges. They just have it all online. They keep it on their console. You people have to buy the console and the game. Well, that's true. I mean, I guess they do make money from their console, but don't they have a subscription service? They have Nintendo Plus or something. So it's kind of like PlayStation Plus, where you can get free games every month or something if you have a Nintendo console or whatever. But if they did that on PC and kept their console, they could do both. They could do. But yeah, today wasn't very fun because it was raining. It was raining literally all day today. So we're out in the rain, and we have these little shade canopies. They got the little 4 legs, like a little canopy for shade. They're not really made for the rain. So it rains and then they just start drooping. And then we have to like push up to get the water to drain out. And it's just like tons of water. We've had some of them collapse occasionally because they get so waterlogged, they just like break. And they got like holes in them, so they're like dripping. So it was pretty wet today. But I think tomorrow it's not supposed to rain. Hoping it's gonna clear up. So that wasn't very fun, but it wasn't like super busy. So I was able to be inside and like pricing stuff. I was like pricing a crap ton of electronics because I'm the only one that. Well, they make me do it because nobody else wants to do it because I have to like test everything. I just kind of do a quick test. I'll like plug it in, see if the power comes on, see if the lights come on. Then I have to like look up all the model numbers on like eBay and stuff to see what it's going for on eBay, what it's selling for, and then kind of like base the price off of that. So it takes time. It takes a lot of time. And I gotta like shrink wrap the cables onto it and write what it is, and a whole big deal. And I gotta make sure the consoles, if they have the cords, I gotta make sure the cords are there. I try to put a controller with it so they get like a controller, power cord, and the console if I can. But it definitely takes a lot of time, and nobody likes doing it because we're supposed to price like 100 items per hour, and it's really hard to do that when you're like looking up like games and stuff. Like it's not like super hard. It just takes time when I'm like trying to like run donations. And I'm like going back and forth, and I'm also like on eBay, like in between, trying to like look up stuff and like shrink wrap cords together and all that stuff. It's a little bit stressful, but you know, I'd rather be busy at work than doing diddly. True. Today did go by pretty quick though, so that was nice. It did go by pretty quick. Okay, let me go back to Facebook. I'm looking at the different computers people are trying to sell. Okay, here's a $600 computer. Yeah, it's a gaming computer. What kind of specs does this gaming computer have? Because I have my doubts. Let me zoom in on the picture. Cash, Venmo, own. It does have a dedicated graphics card. I think it comes with this. Why can't I zoom into this? Oh. Oh, crap. I don't want to ask if it's available. PC was custom built. I want to see this. Oh, it's got 16 gigs of RAM, graphics cards 12 gigs, AMD Ryzen 5 5600X. I think that might be the new processor I just bought. What kind of graphics card? Doesn't say. Didn't say the graphics card. I mean, I don't know. Find some okay deals on Facebook Marketplace if you kind of know what you're looking for. But a lot of people, they just see like gaming computer and they see like the cool lights and they're like, "Oh, this must be really good." Because it has like cool lights does not mean it's good. Like that, no. You could buy like LED fans for like $20, throw them in a crappy computer, and it's gonna look like a gaming rig. And everyone's like, "It plays Fortnite." Yeah, that doesn't mean it's a good computer, guys. Does not mean it's a good computer. Oh. But then some people, they just have like a crap ton of money and they just like buy new computers left and right. And they just like throw their old computers online, sell them for a couple hundred. So you can get lucky sometimes. And depending on like what you want to do with it, whether it's like gaming or whatever, you have like a decent build. Some of them they can be upgraded, even if they don't have like amazing specs. Just kind of got to know what you're looking for. This laptop seems to be working all. Says it will be fully charged in an hour and 14. It's just got like a 1080p. I think I actually see if I can find the specific. I love using Google Lens. I use Google Lens a lot at work. Like look up stuff. Okay, so it's a Lenovo Legion Y7 Hero. Got a GTX 1060 graphics card. It's got a 15.6 inch full HD display. Got Thunderbolt 3 USB. Got somebody's trying to sell this exact one on eBay for $800. Came out in 2017. Trying to like find this. Specific the game. Guess you can put up to 32 gigs of RAM. Platform specifications. So it's an i7 7700. Got 4 cores, 8 threads. DDR4 processor, graphics, Intel HD graphics. Got a 1060 graphics card, gigs of RAM. Chipset, storage. Gigabit Bluetooth. So it does have Bluetooth. Xbox Wi-Fi and thing I can sync this up with like a wireless. Huh. Possibly. Does it say the price? Just because someone's trying to sell it for $800 on eBay, sometimes it's just because it's older and they don't make them anymore. So that's why it's more expensive. There's somebody trying to sell it for $320 on eBay, $550 on eBay, $50 on. But yeah, it was a good gaming laptop back in 2018. So when it came out in 2018, I believe it was like $1,400. $1,400 back in the day, I think. That was in 2017. No, it was like just over a thousand. Maybe it depended. Got But you know, you guys still there? I think I'm still live. I believe I'm still live. I stayed up late watching the Antifa riots in Portland.
I don't drink beer.
And yeah, people are still out there right now. People are still out there protesting. Protesting ICE like dummies. But you got the anti-protesters, you know, the Trump supporters, they're out there too. Yelling at the Antifa people. I don't know, it's crazy to watch. There were a couple of fights that broke out last night. Crazy. Some girl got into a fist fight. Two girls got into a fist fight last night. Nuts. Crazy times, guys. Crazy, crazy times. But Jeebus, how's work been going with you, man? Are you back to working nights? I know you were working days for a while and you said you didn't like it, you preferred the night. They put you back on nights? YouTube studio. YouTube's so funny. I'll gain 5 subscribers and I'll like lose 6. I really haven't been playing Fortnite lately or streaming news stuff. I feel like that's what people watch them, either like Fortnite or news stuff. I haven't really been doing either lately, so it's like subscribers go up slowly and they go back down, they go up, down, up, down, up, down. If I focused on one thing, they'd probably like skyrocket like they were. I like to mix it up. Like to mix it up. I still need to watch that Alien Earth show. Oh yeah, and then the Predator Badlands is coming out too. Going good, and yes, back on nights. Very nice. Very nice. That's cool. But yeah, Jeebus, definitely try resetting the notification thing. How you doing, Brian? Welcome to the stream, Brian. Didn't you pop in last night for a few minutes? I think Brian did. Was it last night or the night before? I don't know. It was recently. I think Ryan pop up a couple times. This jacket makes me look like giant. It makes me look giant. I got this jacket from Walmart for $5. Yeah, Brian was here a couple days ago. This is not the most comfortable headset. A little too tight. Plastic, a little too tight. So in your head. Also, shout out to Jeebus and Thunder Ducky. Thank you guys again for being channel members. Appreciate it. You're the real MVPs. Let's. I need to watch The Last Samurai, guys. That movie that came out in 2003 with what's his name? Tom Cruise. I've only ever seen like clips. I saw like trailers when it first came out, but I never watched the whole. So I need to go back and watch that one of these days. I'll make it happen one of these days. Excuse me. Yeah, Brian, trying out a new laptop I got from a thrift store. The Lenovo Legion. Your mom suffered $15,000 in hail damage to her roof. I'm donating to help her as I can. Sorry. Oh, it's all good, man. Brian, definitely put your mom first. That's a lot of hail damage, bro. What state do you live in? Like Florida or something? In hail damage. That's kind of cutting out. Oops. It might be my internet. See, it could be my mic. How are we doing now? We okay? We good? It's probably my internet. Maybe I need to lower the bandwidth, but I can't do that while I'm streaming. That's a lot of hail damage. Dang. Yeah, definitely put your mom first, man. In the middle of nowhere. ASOK border. Is that Kansas, Oklahoma? Kansas, Oklahoma border. Do you guys get like tornadoes? Isn't it like Kansas, isn't it like Tornado Alley? That group of states. Sometimes I'll watch like Storm Chasers on YouTube because they like live stream everything. They have like, they're really big rigged out Storm Chaser trucks. They'll like chase the tornadoes. It's crazy. Chasing them tornadoes. I'm glad we don't really have tornadoes here in Idaho. Every so often we'll get like maybe like a small earthquake, or like we'll feel aftershocks from like an earthquake that happened somewhere else. And I think maybe once or twice there's been like a small tornado sighting or something like that. We get like strong winds occasionally. Yeah, not really anything too crazy. We get snow. Some like during the winter we'll get some big snowstorms every so often. Like when I first moved here like 12 years ago, they had like the biggest snow storm they've had in like years. So I went from living in New Mexico where there's like literally no snow at all to coming to Idaho and then just having snow everywhere because it was like a really bad winter. So I was just like, what the heck's going on here? So we'll get snow, but it's the weather's not that bad. It'll get hot in the summertime, cold in the winter, but not too extreme. My stable awning collapsed because of the prop wash from electric windmills. What? Prop wash from electric. What is that? Prop wash? Awning collapsed. Is that like oh, interesting. I guess that makes sense. Craziness. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of windmills. I know Trump hates windmills. He's like, they kill the birds. You can't put them in the landfill because they're not like biodegradable. You have to just kind of like bury them. I've seen some states kind of like try to recycle them and like turn them into like park benches and stuff, but it's like the upkeep and everything just to keep them running, it like outweighs the energy saved from, so it's like it's kind of stupid. It forms horizontal cyclone effect. My awning was ripped up and down with each stroke of the windmill blades. Crazy. Well, the state should pay for that. Be like, that windmill destroyed my awning. You need to pay for it. They'd be like, sorry, we're busy saving the planet. Ugh. But guys, it is getting pretty late. It's almost midnight, so I'm probably gonna have to call it a night. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Thunder Ducky, if you're still watching, stay safe out there in Target. Watch out for ghosts, especially in Target. Don't trust Target. They're a little bit. They got them woke ghosts everywhere. But yeah, stay safe, man. Jeebus, I hope you have a good rest of your day at work if you're working. And Brian, thanks for popping in, man. I'm gonna try to be back on tomorrow too. Tomorrow's my Friday. So depending on how busy it is, how tired I am, I might stream tomorrow. I'm gonna try to stream on my days off too, possibly. But yeah, thanks for popping in, guys. Thanks for hanging out. And I will catch you in the next video. Until then, keep calm and game on. Doodles. For sure, man. For sure. Pop back in. Pop back in. Guys, later.